Alright YouTube, what's going on? This is the last video I'm going to record today. I feel like genuine dog shit. Yesterday I was in a really bad headspace mentally, and I'll talk a little bit. I've already talked about it a couple times in my other videos I recorded today, but I might as well just reiterate it because, you know, there's always somebody new coming across my video. So I've been on a journey to get into my desired course, and I really thought I had it, from failing my first semester to med school, absolutely like getting med school level grades in the second one. You know, people talk about comebacks or academic comebacks in general, but to do that in one semester, like just flip the script in one semester, you know, that doesn't just happen. That's a whole mindset shift, that's a whole life change, that's a whole personality shift, and that doesn't just happen. But I feel like right now, despite all of my efforts, it didn't mean anything. Because what I thought, I was a little bit misinformed by one of the staff at my university, and deep down I'm having that feeling that, you know, it's just not going to happen. Yes, I don't have an email to confirm it yet, but I just want to face the facts. So I'm not just sitting there waiting for an outcome. I'm moving strategically and trying to think of a plan B. This is the first time I went all in something, and I'm proud of that. But honestly, I want to quit. Like, if I were to be so honest with you right now, I actually was thinking about giving up. I was thinking about, you know what, I don't know if I can put in all that effort I did. Like, I'm talking not sleeping, sacrificing a lot of friendships, family, relationships, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for this. And the goal it's not looking good. So what do you do when you get to a situation like this, where life is genuinely pointing the middle finger in front of you? Fuck life back, obviously, but I'm still gonna keep showing up. And you're like, why, bro? Especially with me. I've always been in situations in my life where I always put in effort and I was this close to getting it, always, but you know what? The outcome always said, fuck off, no. I've always fallen down. I've always been that person who was almost there but never had the goal, always. I can't think of a time where I've ever like achieved something I really wanted to. And yes, I've had big achievements along the way, but the main achievement was this, and I've never gotten like the main thing, which sucks. So why am I still showing up if everything is still fucking off? Because I'm not sure of the outcome, I'm sure of myself, okay? I know I'm right about myself, and yeah, everyone's doubting me. Everyone's saying you're not capable, you can't do it, you can't do this, you can't do that, I've seen you, you're not who you think you are, all this bullshit, and even life is confirming it. And I'm telling you this right now, don't show up for the outcome, show up for yourself. Because if you the truth is, if you give up on yourself, then fuck, it's so annoying because I don't want to make this video about achieving the goal in the end, because the outcome means jack shit. Like, you can't define yourself by external factors, because then you'll always be chasing the next goal. You'll never be fulfilled truly. And you'll end up hate what you're doing, and you won't fuck off. You'll end up hate what you're doing, and the worst part about it is you can't go back because you've already programmed your brain to just enjoy this endless constant of proving and chasing. Just because you aren't winning yet doesn't mean anything. You're becoming. I guess you're being forged or being refined. And I know this stuff is so easy to say, don't get me wrong, but I want to speak the truth. You do have every reason to give up. You have absolutely every reason to give up. And if you do, I'm not gonna like blame you. I'm not gonna do what everyone does on social media and try and guilt trip you and make you feel like shit for quitting, because you have every reason to. However, what you do guarantee if you quit is a lifelong moment of regret. Because I can confidently say throughout my whole life, I've never really had a big win. I've only fallen down all the time. However, I do know this. If you genuinely keep going, one day it's gonna happen. I can't promise when. It could happen right now, like I'm 19, or it could happen when I'm 29, but it will happen. Again, this is so easy to say. I genuinely want to give up right now. But I think the best thing you can do is do it because deep down, you know in yourself you have a lot more to give. And I think that's the best way to go about life. Stop showing up because you want the goal. I used to show up purely because I was like, if I do X, I'll achieve. Why don't you just show up because maybe the process is the goal. Maybe just chase the process from now on. That's the goal. Instead of viewing the outcome, me getting into my desired course, instead of chasing that, I'm gonna start chasing the process. Because I'm not chasing whether I get in or not and attach my own self-worth to the outcome. I'm gonna attach myself to how I show up for me. I think that's how you really win. I think those are the real winners. It's easy to focus on everyone who has everything you want, but that's easy. And a lot of them aren't as happy as you think, or as fulfilled as you would like to believe. It's just what they show. And it's easy to show things, but to actually be it, what do you want? What do you want? Do you actually want to be what you say you want to be? Or do you just want to show what you want to be? Because anyone can fake anything. But if you actually want to be it, then I guess this is probably the last test life is asking for. I don't know who this needed to heal. I don't know who needed to hear this. I don't know who resonated this with the most. But this is the last video I wanted to say, not only for you, but for myself. And as always, see you on the next one.